You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do ya, punk? Hello, huge movie fanatic Nate, stopping on by, coming at you once again with a video showcasing a retro LaserDisc. What's it dated? From the year 19, oh my god. Packaged in design and summary, copyright 1981, Warner Home Video Incorporated, all rights reserved. Coming at you to showcase what very well might be the original North American release of Dirty Harry on LaserDisc. Coming at you to showcase Dirty Harry on LaserDisc. And unlike the other two releases that I showcased, Superman the movie and Bonnie and Clyde, that one kind of uses like poster art, what I can only assume is poster art. I mean, this is just like, I don't know, it's Clint Eastwood face art, I guess. This one just like, I probably got maybe the same day, probably around the same time as I got the Bonnie and Clyde one from Half Price Books for $2.98. These things are in really good shape. They must have been in just someone's collection and they never touched them or used them or anything. But these are in really, really, really good shape. And of course we've got Dirty Harry picture on the front there, and just like with the other couple LaserDiscs that I've showcased on this channel, we've got three main pictures here. And again, I think they do a pretty good job on the back at showcasing, using three images to give you a general feel of the movie. We've got a picture of Dirty Harry there and his trusty .44 Magnum. And, you know, an action shot there with the car crashing over whatever. Is that like a fire hydrant? And then we've got Dirty Harry in, you know, a very bureaucratic bullshit office-like setting there. The silent cop whose .44 Magnum does his talking. So there's the back, of course, of the LaserDisc from 1981. This seems to be in just too good a shape to be from 1981. That's why I can't even imagine, or can't believe it's from 1981. But just like with the LaserDisc that I showcased, you know, the Superman one and Bonnie and Clyde one, we've got the lovely 1970s and 1980s, you know, Warner Brothers logo from that era. I never, as a kid, I don't think I ever really watched Dirty Harry, so, but this, just like with the Bonnie and Clyde LaserDisc I got, you know, I was working at the mom and pop video store at the time, and I put this transfer, of course this is like a Panavision movie, but I still wanted to just put the pan and scan original, presumably original film to tape transfer of this on a DVD so I could watch, or I wouldn't necessarily watch it, but I'd play it at my, you know, mom and pop video store that I was working at the time. But yeah, just like with the Bonnie and Clyde LaserDisc, this is 103 minutes, so it's under 2 hours, so they can obviously fit it on one disc. Okay, well this might be a reason why it's in such good shape, because when I actually look at the disc features the, you know, the mid to late 80s Warner Brothers home video logo. So they could have just used, you know, sometime, this could even be from, who knows, maybe the late 80s, early 90s or something like that. So they just used the original, you know, the artwork and for the slipcase, but then the actual LaserDisc itself is got the more newer Warner Brothers logo on it. So that's probably why the case, the cardboard case for the disc is in such good shape, because maybe this is from late 80s, early 90s, who the hell knows how long they were using that older, early 80s slipcase for, you know. So here's side 1 of Dirty Harry, and side 2 of Dirty Harry, because as I said, I was looking at the, you know, the outside of that case, and I'm like, that's in way too good a shape. How can this possibly be from 1981? But as I said, you know, I've seen and also transferred this LaserDisc to DVD to watch it at work and stuff like that. So I can attest that the transfer on the disc itself is probably the original transfer of the movie to video. So, you know, even though they're putting a newer, you know, label on the disc itself, from what I can see, features what's probably the original film to tape transfer of the movie. So I hope you enjoyed my little showcasing of, you know, one of the early, if not one of the first, if not the first, LaserDisc release of Dirty Harry. You know, these movies, I knew about them, of course, being a kid and stuff like that, but I never really got into them until, I don't know, like I think it was like '07, '08 or something like that, or was it '09 when they had that Warner Brothers put out this Dirty Harry collection or whatever on DVD. I don't know if it came out on Blu-ray as well, but you know, I got that at the time, so that was like the first time that I saw all the Dirty Harry movies, and they're definitely fun, and it's fun to see them and stuff like that. I'm a fan of, you know, the first one, and I think I remember liking Magnum Force, and of course Kip Niven, who is evil from New Year's Evil, is a little bit of a featured player in Magnum Force, of course. But yeah, that's just basically me showcasing the LaserDisc, of course, and as so often is the case, rambling as well. Thank you very much for watching this video, and as always, we'll catch you on the next one.